Hello everyone. Not very long ago, my second daughter became 12, and for her birthday, she asked for an iPhone, her first iPhone. Obviously, due to her age, I bought her a second-hand one, especially being her first iPhone. We'll see her second one if she gets a brand new smashing one. But basically, this second-hand set didn't come with a charger, and she needed either a new charger or a charging stand, something to charge a new phone in. And when she looked online, she chose this one. Although it's going to be used for my daughter's phone, it's been left in the living room, and that's why she actually chose the black model. Otherwise, I think she would have preferably gone for the pink. But I'm just here to share our experience. We've received the order, we've tried it, and we're just going to share it with you really. So what do we get in the box? It's a rather small box, and it comes sealed as shown on the picture on the left top. Now I am I expect all my orders to come like this, to be honest with you. I don't like it when you buy something and it doesn't come sealed, because you never know if it's been a customer return or whatever. So as long as it comes sealed, I'm a happy Amazon customer, and this one did. When you remove it from the box, it's quite well packed. It's not like it's not going to arrive with any damage, which there again is super good. You'll see here it comes in kind of a plastic stand, so it's secure inside the box, and the cable comes protected in its plastic. It really looks very neat. Okay, quality wise, I'm sure you must have read on the page of the product that it actually comes with a 12-month guarantee. So that gave me the thumbs up really to say to my daughter, yes, you can choose that charging dock. I wouldn't have chosen one without a guarantee, because these charging stands, they do stop working after some time, some of them, and then you're stuck with an item that doesn't work and you've already spent your money. So what I also tend to do, that you might find a little bit weird, but I've got to share, is that when I buy any stands like this, I always squeeze with my hand the metal part or the back area together. So I try and put pressure on both sides to see how sturdy, how strong it is. Not only because my daughter is going to be using the stand, but also because I want to know it's going to be long lasting. And it's definitely long lasting. The metal part here, it's a shiny metal finish. It's not matte, just want you to know. Also, I want to share that this part here at the top, all this here, it's gunmetal grey. Okay, so all this part here is a dark grey colour. It's not a problem for us, it goes with the decor, but because we purchased the black model and it's not fully black, it's dark gunmetal at the top, and then this part here, I'm terrible at doing these lines, but this part here on all the lower part, that is all black. So it's kind of a two-tone. It looks really cool, and as mentioned, we don't have a problem with it, but I just wanted to share it with you. Now, cable wise, you have 3 feet, which is 90 centimeters, almost a meter of cable with a USB port on the other side. It's more than enough for us to place the stand on the glass shelf and plug it in the nearest socket. We didn't have a problem with that. Also, you can, if you have it on your desk or whichever, you can also plug it onto your laptop or computer. This is an update on the first video that I've actually done, so I've had to go back in and edit, because on this page, on this picture, I actually said to you, don't forget that here at the back, as you can see, there is a tab. And my daughter, actually, I didn't realize, and my daughter was the one that turned it upside down and said, Mom, there's a tab and a plastic, you need to remove the plastic. I didn't even read what it said on the tab. I just peeled it off and placed it on the shelf, glass shelf that it's going to go on. And I just realized when I took my daughter's phone out of charge that is now stuck. So initially, my first thought, don't ask me how I was, but when I touched this part here, this part, it looked like, honestly, it looked like rubber. So I thought, great, this is because when you put it on a glass table or on a wooden table, it's going to be the rubbery part, so it doesn't slip. But then, now that I've realized it got stuck to my table, well, sorry, to my shelf, I realized that no, it is sticky. So my bad. Basically, if you want to have the iPhone charger stand somewhere that you're going to have you move it around, then remove this black tab, but leave the plastic. So these goes away. Try and cut it, remove it, and leave the plastic. If you want to leave your charging stand in one place secured so it doesn't move, doesn't fall, then remove the plastic, clean well the area with alcohol, which I didn't do because I really didn't think it was going to stick, silly me, and then stick it down. I have to say, there might have been a little bit of dust because it's Easter holidays, all the kids are off school, and I don't have time to go around the house with a duster every day like I usually do. I didn't clean the area. I just put it down, didn't put any pressure at all. It's a glass shelf, and it's not nudging, it's not moving, so it is very sticky, definitely 100% sticky. I just wanted to warn you. So I'm fine with it because I actually wanted mine there, and this way the kids can't knock it out and about, and it's not going to be hanging off the shelf, which little kids, you know, when they're playing around, etc. Or even my 12-year-old one puts her phone on charge and removes it. So now it's there and it's going to be there permanently. But I wanted to warn you, if you want it stuck, remove it. If you don't want it stuck, don't remove it. Now I've taken these pictures because I've tested the charging stand, whatever you prefer to call it, with two phones. I've tested it with mine, which is my iPhone 10, and with my daughter's, which is an iPhone 6s Plus. So I don't think you can get an iPhone any larger than this, but I guarantee you that it has a space here on the sides for a case. The only reason why it doesn't have a case is because my daughter's birthday's just been recently, and she really hasn't got around to deciding what case she wants. That's the only reason. When she actually does decide, I can take another picture and show you the case, but there is a space. My case here is a Ted Baker case. Ted Baker cases are bulky. They're very well, your phone's very well protected, but it does bulk up your phone. And I have to say, even with this case, it still fits perfectly fine. So on the listing, I was a bit worried because it says maximum width of the case 2 millimeters, and I thought, oh dear, what about if? But no, there's no problem. You've got plenty of space. It fits. No issues at all. Now I just wanted to show you with the case closed as well, so you see all the space that there is. I want to do a comment. You can see this in the listing pictures, and it's not a con whatsoever. But the charging station here at the lower part, okay, you've got this ridge on the charging station. Now, the ridge that's there, then you've got the charging port coming out of here, where you actually put your phone, and it's not just a slide on and it goes in. You kind of need to hold it in place and push a little bit down. I actually prefer it that way because it feels like it's more secure, and you kind of know that you're charging. Sometimes when the ports go in so smoothly, so it goes in smoothly, don't get me wrong, but when it's so easy to put on, it's going to lose connection. It's made perfectly to measure, so you didn't need to put it in. But then there's a space here and there's a space here. So is your phone standing on the air just by the port? No, it actually lays on the back of the stand. And it's protected because it kind of, the stand embraces around the phone on both sides. It's kind of protected. It's not, the phone's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to move because, as you can see by all the pictures, I'll show different parts, but it's kind of surrounded, and it does lay and rest on the back bracket. the metal frame, so no problem at all. But I just wanted you to know that there is that little space under here. The phone goes in on the charging port, and then you've got the space there. Now there's one thing that I need to mention that makes this charging stand, charging dock, one of my favorites, and it's that this charging dock, it's actually fast charging. Now don't get me wrong, it's not going to be as fast as a Qualcomm 4.0, but just to get an idea, when we charge our phones by a port on our computer, it's typically going to give us around 5 volts, 0.5 amps. That's only 2.5 watts. Now, when you buy an iPhone, even if you buy your iPhone 10, which is fast charge capable, you'll know we receive a free charger from Apple, which is super standard. It's 5 volts, 1 amp. So there you go. You're going to put your phone on charge, and it's going to be charging at 5 watts, which is slow charging basically. And with this stand, you actually get 12 watts. Why? Because it's 5 volts, 2.4 amps. So automatically at up to 12 watts of charging, it's classed as a fast charge. Anything that goes over 10 watts is fast charge. Phone gets charged super quick. The connection is immediate as soon as you put it in. The battery comes up as it's charging, and to be honest with you, it will cut your charging time in over than half, because it is over the double charging capability of the original iPhone charger. So I've just added the picture from the listing just so you get an idea of the dimensions. Here you get to see clearly, this is the space, this is where your phone goes, and there will be a tiny little gap of like, I don't know, 2, 3, 5 millimeters. That's going to be free, but it doesn't matter because the phone does actually hold on to the back bracket, so you're not putting any pressure on the charging point whatsoever. I do also have to say that you can plug it into your laptop or computer to charge your phone, and even for data transfer. Data transfer, it has a USB port of 2.0, so it's not going to be one of the fastest data transfer, but it does the job. To take a few pictures for you to see what it looks like. Please do remember, this is one of the largest iPhones you can actually put on this stand. This is an iPhone 6s Plus. So it's quite a large phone, and as you can see, I've taken this picture especially so you get to see that there is space here and here for my daughter to finally decide what case does she want, and she'll still be able to use her charging stand. It's great, it's fast, and it's cheap, so I'm not complaining, and it truly, the design looks modern, stylish, and really good. So obviously it was going to be a thumbs up, wasn't it? It hasn't cost me that much money. The design goes fantastic with my living room. It's a fast charge, providing up to 12 watts of power, which I need to remind you, if you use your laptop and you're not getting fast charge, it's not the stand's fault, it's because you're charging it on your laptop. So if you want full power charge, do please charge it from either a smart USB port or directly from the mains. But it does give you up to 12 watts, which is over twice what the standard iPhone charger provides, which is a terrible, slow and painful 5 watts. Your phone's never going to charge. So of course it's going to be a thumbs up. We're really happy with it, and we can recommend it. Thank you.